Hey everybody, it's Samatari here, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon False Red. It's been a while, and last time we were here, I had just exited Mt.Moon. The thing is like, I haven't played this in so long because I've been focusing on other Pokemon hacks, and the only reason I knew that I had gone through Mt.Moon was because I ended up with the Helix fossil. And I know that I think I remember saying that I was going to train up my Pikachu, which obviously he fainted, but I got him up to level 12. Things are going okay. I wanted to also level up my Mankey and my Spearow, which I did. So we're on our way to Cerulean to get our second badge. There are all these peoples. Can I fight them? Punch of roaring ferocity, packed with destructive power. When the chips are down, Mega Punch is the ultimate. Agree. Yes. Sure. Mega Punch. Mankey. Yeah, go ahead. What else to say? Go ahead and this. Might as well. Figure. I'm not much for, like, strategy-based moves, so. And make you learn Mega Punch. Will people stop trying to talk to me? I swear to God. Oi. Now we are comrades in the way of punching. You should go before you're seen misguided by a fool who trains only his skills in kicking over there. Kick of brutal ferocity, packed with destructive power. When you get right down to it, Mega Kick is the ultimate attack. Don't you agree? Okay, I'll teach it to your Pokemon. Nah, I'll stick with Mega Punch. Maybe I can learn it again. Like, honestly, like, or I can go get it later, because Mega Kick, you can only learn it once, but, you know, it's there. So, anyways, like I said, we're on our way to Cerulean to get our second badge. I'm gonna go ahead and hit up Nugget Bridge first, if that's okay with everybody. See, I don't need Roar. Wah. But anyways, it's been a while since I played this, and I just decided that I should really try focusing on beating or completing a series, and honestly, since this only has, you know, the basic badges and whatnot, it shouldn't take too long. I don't know how long the actual story is, I don't know how far they extend it or whatever, but who knows. You're making an encyclopedia of Pokemon, didn't somebody already do that? Or didn't he already do that? I want a bright red bicycle just like his. Slowbro, punch! No, you blew it again. Slowbro took a snooze. I am gonna go in the market though, and I am gonna sell stuff. Repel not only keeps bugs away, it also works on weak Pokemon. Blah blah blah. I hate how you can't run in buildings. If you know about rare candy, they don't sell it in shops. I think it makes Pokemon grow very quickly all of a sudden. Hi there, may I help you? Sure. Oh, I can buy a super potion. Do I have any of those? Oh, no, I don't. Buy 5. I do need Pokeballs, though. I get 5? Good. And then I'm gonna sell some stuff, because I got that star piece. I got 2 star pieces, don't know, just this one. I thought I found a nugget, too. Oh well. Yeah, I thought I had something else, but I guess not. Nope. Please come again. The markets are the only people that are nice to you, probably because you have money. Okay, so here in Cerulean already we're seeing more, like, dialogue that have to do with Red. So, you're a trainer too? Collecting, battling, it's tough life, isn't it? I became a trainer because I wanted to be just like him. So yeah, so already these people have more dialogue that are based around Red. Is that if that Slowbro wasn't there, you could cut down the small tree. That way you could get to the other side. I think there's a way around it, though. I'm gonna have to heal my Pokemon. I do want to see what these people say. Bill has lots of Pokemon. He collects rare ones, too. That Bill, I heard that he'll do whatever it takes to get a rare Pokemon. He's not above doing all sorts of things, I've heard. Why don't you go upstairs and try trading Pokemon with your friends? You could get a lot more variety by trading. The Pokemon you get in trades grow quickly, too. Well, that's not possible, because this is a problem. Have you heard about Bill? Everyone calls him a Pokemaniac. I think people are just jealous of Bill, though. Who wouldn't want to boast about their Pokemon? I don't know. Welcome to our Pokemon Center. Heal your Pokemon back to perfect health. Blah, blah, blah. Will she say, please don't come back, or don't come back? Thank you for waiting. We restored your Pokemon to full health. Please don't come back. I'm still wondering what happened to Red. I wonder if this game actually explains what happened. So here's the gym, which already I have my Bulbasaur, so I could probably take down Misty if I really wanted to. Speaking of which, okay, Buddy's already in my first space. And so, we're just exploring right now, just seeing what everybody says. My husband likes trading Pokemon. You're collecting Pokemon for your Pokedex, aren't you? Would you please trade with him? Depends on what he wants. Hello there, do you happen to have a Poliwhirl? Would you want to trade it for my Jinx? Well, if you don't want to. Granted, I would love to have a Jinx, but later. Meow. Okay. Only skilled trainers can collect Pokemon badges. I see you have at least one. Something blah blah blah. Those badges have amazing secrets. Now then, which of the 8 badges do you want me to describe? None. Because I already know what they do. So, at least the basic people that are supposed to teach you stuff are all the same. It's still snowing, too. I concoct a variety of medicine from berry powder. Using a berry powder, I can make any kind of medicine. Now tell me, have you any interest in berries? Yes. Why must you lie to me? How many berries do you have? Not a 1. Doesn't mean I don't have an interest in them. Police? People here were robbed. It's obvious that Team Rocket is behind this mysterious crime. Even our police force has trouble with the Rockets. Yep. Whoa. Are you still here? Are you still playing? You aren't Red. This isn't your story. Damn, why so hostile all the time? So for those coming into this for the first time ever, False Red is a ROM hack where you are basically playing as a kid that looks like Red, but obviously are not Red. And yeah, your rival gets really pissed off at you about it. Basically, you're an intruder. You start the game, and everybody is saying you're not him, blah blah blah, why are, you know, where did he go, blah blah blah. Okay, actually, the best way to explain it is like this. I don't know why I did that. That's stupid. So basically, the best way to explain it was like this. When Fire Red first came out, people were getting really angry because Red suddenly had brown hair and basically looked like this really weak, pathetic little thing. And, so people were getting really, really upset about this. And they're like, oh, that's not Red, this is a whole new kid, blah, blah, blah. And people were like, well, if it's a whole new kid, why is the adventure basically the same? You know, Fire Red and Leaf Green were meant to be remakes of Red and Blue. And, you know, people kind of got shitty about it because it was so different. They didn't like the way it looked, kind of thing. I wonder if I could use Dickette. Dickette's like my best chance. He still has a Charmander, he hasn't evolved it yet. At least my speed's up. Ow. Bag. Potion. Use. Should have used the super potion. Ow. Just kill it, please. No, he's gonna kill me instead. Go, Mankey. But yeah, okay, so anyways. So people were throwing a big shit fit because, yeah, because this is different than they remembered, you know, and they weren't happy with the way it looked or anything like that, blah, 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 blah. People got really shitty about it, and then, so basically False Red kind of came out, and False Red's talking about this kid who, he wakes up, and he's in, you know, Red's house, blah, 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 but he's not Red, and everybody knows he's not Red, so he's shunned. People are saying, you're not him, why are you wearing his clothes, why do you look like him? Even your own mother's just like, you know, you look just like him, but I know you're not him, blah, blah, blah. And it was just it's a really sad game. The Pokemon Centers tell you not to come back, everybody shuns you, they don't want you there. You know, it's a really, really sad situation, really, really sad game. And it's always snowing wherever you go, which people made reference to the fact that, you know, Red ends up on Mount Silver and everybody thinks he's dead. So there's all this going on, you know, and that's kind of where False Red kind of picks up in it. I guess it's supposed to explain what happened to Red, or it's supposed to have this tale of you kind of making a name for yourself and being your own unique person outside of Red or something, or I don't know. Supposedly the ending's really bittersweet. Hey, take it easy, you won already, blah blah blah. So supposedly it's supposed to be a really bittersweet ending, but up until then it's just supposed to be depressing. You're doing the same things he did, all the same things, the same places, the same Pokemon, the same badges. You're just a copy. So your rival's really mad because you're not Red, and he doesn't know where you went. He had one of these. Obtained a fame checker. I thought you had his face before. It's similar, but it's not his. Now that I look at you, you don't look anything like him. So obviously, Green you know, which, yeah. Green is actually really upset. One day you show up in the lab and he's like, what are you doing here? Where is he? You know, this is our story, you know. So basically it's like every other character in the game remained the same except for Red, and Red's the only person that changed. And yeah. And now you're kind of outside that cycle. You're outside that whole group of people because you're different. You're the newcomer, you're the outsider. So I don't really know how to explain it. The only thing is you're just gonna have to go back and you're gonna have to watch the rest. Beat us 5 trainers, blah blah blah. I'm surprised I just didn't like go and fucking change out my Pokemon. I'm just gonna change it anyways to Dickette, but whatever. Caterpie. They're all level 10. I am gonna have to level up after this though. I already know. Whoa, 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 whoa. My emulator's slowing down like a lot. I don't know why. So sorry for the shitty quality while this catches up. It's just suddenly my computer got really, really hot. Hate it when this happens. Like, I don't know, Camtasia recently updated to something new. It's running on Camtasia 8, and I'm doing a temporary, like, a trial thing because they can't verify my code. So I'm gonna have to put in another code, but until then, this ROM tends to give me issues anyways, especially when I'm trying to run the Camtasia thing. So give me a minute. I'm gonna try and close out of some stuff. Maybe closing out of something will help. Close. It'll help a little. Or it's gonna help a little. No? No, there it goes. It's helping a little bit. Just not as much as I want. Nope. Still not doing shit. Well, that really sucks. I was gonna say, if I mute my thing, it might be... Oh, there we go. There we go. It picked up. Okay, yeah, my computer just had to cool off real quick. I hate it when that happens, though. The only problem with using an emulator and using, like, recording and stuff on your computer is that it does take a lot of, like, energy for a computer. The thing is, if I was actually using a PC, it'd be different. But I'm using a laptop, and it's not even a gaming laptop, it's an HP, and it's usually used for, like, business and stuff, so... Granted, yeah, it got a little glitchy there in the middle, but now it's okay. Which is good. I wonder... Fearow is like a level 20. It's like level 20, 22, something like that. That's when it evolves into a Fearow. I don't know. All I know is Fearow is a really good Pokemon. I had it in my original playthrough for Red. I am looking forward to my Bulbasaur, or my Ivysaur evolving though. I forgot that I'd leveled them up extremely. So this game is actually supposed to be really hard. The thing is like, I don't know how much harder it is in comparison to the actual Fire Red or Leaf Green. The thing is I've never really owned a copy of Fire Red, Leaf Green. I've only ever had, you know, the originals, Red and Blue, and I never bought the remakes because I went ahead and got Ruby and Sapphire instead, so I still have never really successfully played through Fire Red or Leaf Green. I was hoping to level it up. I thought it'd be effective, but I guess it's not. Okay. Switch out to Dickette then. Granted, yes, I have a Rattata and I have a Pidgey and whatnot, but they are not Pokemon I want in my party. But no, like, I don't know, I've been following the story, and the reason why I stopped playing for a while is because it didn't really seem like I was making any progress. The thing is, like, after a while, no one really seemed to notice that you weren't Red, because you go from the beginning of the game where, your mom's like, you're not my son, but here, have his shoes, to, you know, your rival who's like, you're not him. But everybody else didn't really seem to notice that you're not him. And the farther I get into it, the more I'm starting to notice that people are referring to you as someone different, and they realize that you're not the person they thought you were. You know, and that's why I continue, because that's what's really driving me forward, because it is really cool. And so... Oh, you're lost, buddy. Not buddy as in my Ivysaur buddy, but you know what I mean. You know, so, like, honestly, like, this game looked really interesting. I heard that it was really sad and it was really depressing and it was a really strange turn for Pokemon, so I ended up downloading it because it had to do with a creepypasta. That's what I heard. Well, it turns out there really is no creepypasta for this. It turns out that it is basically just as you see it, which is, you know, like, it pretty much it is what you get kind of thing. It's just its own little thing that someone created. There's no actual written story for it, so let's try that Mega Punch. Boom. That didn't do shit. I really want to level up my freaking Mankey. So Mega Punch does nothing. Granted, I got a critical, but it doesn't do as much as I thought it would. Oh well. No, but like, I don't know. When it comes to the creepypastas and whatnot, I love games based on creepypastas, but the thing is they're usually just something that's like very, I'm not gonna say boring, because they're not really boring, it's just literally, they don't really, they're not long games. So literally, you're just playing this short little game that you already know what's gonna happen, and because you've read the story, obviously, otherwise you wouldn't have found the game. Like Snow on Mount Silver, stuff like that, like, what was it? Lost Silver, whatever it is. You play those short little games, and you already know what's gonna happen, because you've already read the story, and, you know, so it's one of those things where, you know, it's very predictable, it's not a full-fledged game, and it doesn't really give you a chance to kind of get into the story, really. You're just kind of running through it with, you know, with already knowing what's gonna happen. So, oh, that's who I want on my team. Do I have a knitter and female? No, I don't. I don't think I do. Because that's what I want on my team. I want a knitter and female, because then it can learn Blizzard, and it can learn Surf, it can learn all that shit. Wow, Mankey, you're really sucking at this. Okay. Going back to Buddy then. But no. What was it? I do need to play, like, more of the Pokemon creepypasta games. I have a lot of them on my computer. I just really haven't gotten around to it just because loud noises, jump scares, typical shit, stuff I don't really tend to like. And I've watched other people do it, and I was usually saving that for more of a Halloween type thing, but, that, you can't really consider them Pokemon hacks, so I can't really put them in my hack teaser at all. So I'd have to come up with something else. I already have the creepypasta folder, so, or the playlist, so I guess I could put it in there, but I don't know. I always look for ways to interpret the story, put the story in there with the actual gameplay and whatnot, but that, and because I've seen them play, I'm afraid that, you know, people wouldn't be pleased with what I have to, you know, say, or how I'm gonna react to those actual videos in particular. So, oh, now we get a Mankey. Oh no, my defense is down. Whatever will I do? Rawr. Beat Camper Ethan, whoa, too much, blah blah blah. So as you can see, the game's pretty much normal until you run into those select few NPCs that tell you that you're not like someone else. 5 contest trainers, you earned a fabulous prize. I got a nugget from the mystery trainer. By the way, how would you like to join Team Rocket? We're a group of professional criminals specializing in Pokemon. Want to join? Are you sure? Come on, join us. I'm telling you to join. Okay, you need convincing. I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. I mean, it's a good recruiting process. You know, give people lots of money and then you go join us. Let me guess, intimidate. Yep. I mean, I guess it's really cool, like, now that I think about it, the remake for Red and Blue, like, you know, Fire Red, Leaf Green, it is really cool that they added in the abilities and such. You know, I think that's really nifty. But at the same time, I think it's kind of, I don't know, it's just a little bit too much for a game that used to be so simple. I don't know, sometimes I don't like change. I'm not saying it's bad that they did change it, it's actually a good thing, you know, I think it's nice that it was refreshing and new, it's just, yeah, not it's not what people are used to, so people tend to, I think that's why people had like such a negative reaction. Granted, you know, if it's your first time playing Pokemon and you're playing Fire Red or Leaf Green, this is kick-ass for you. But, you know, someone coming from, you know, my generation where we played the first ones and then we're playing the new one, we're like, I don't like change! You know, it's something totally different, so. With your ability, you become a top leader in Team Rocket. Wait, who are you? You're not who I thought you were. Never mind. See, like that. Okay, usually that guy's just like, you know, you could be a top leader, you know? Think about it kind of thing. Then he's like, wait, you're not who I thought you were. Like, so basically what it is these people know that they're stuck in a game world. They're stuck in a game world where someone comes by and does all these things, and they know that the person's supposed to come by, supposed to beat everybody on Nugget Bridge. It's like they already know that this is their script. They know what's supposed to happen, and then when you show up, they're like, wait, hold on. And it's like you're not part of the story anymore. You know, so it's really interesting how they know that they're living out their life via a script. And when they find out that you're not who they thought they were, you're not part of the script, they kind of freak out because you're kind of going against their system. It's really interesting to think of it that way, you know, because, I mean, how many times as a kid have we looked at a video game and we kind of said, hey, is this real? You know, are the people inside this little device, are they real? Do they breathe? Do they feel? Do they just live out their life like this? I want Razor Leaf. Razor Leaf's better than Vine Whip. I know Razor Leaf won't do much, but I just want to look. But no, like, I don't know, it's just one of those things where, you know, how many times as a kid did we go, hey, you know, people in the game, do they miss me when I'm gone? What do they do when we turn off the power, kind of thing? And this is kind of what that feels like when you're a kid and you're wondering if the people inside the game are real or not. You know, literally you're just going through this game and these people are living out their lives by a script that they know that they're supposed to say and supposed to do, and when you go against it, they're like, you're not him. What the hell? You know, and they start kind of losing their mind. Alright. Mine. All these useless TMs I don't need. I hate using strategic moves. Ooh, hiker. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna go ahead and go to Bill's house and finish up there, and then after Bill's house, probably kind of just call it quits on that one. Fighting type. I might want to use a Machop this time around if I can find one. Wouldn't be a bad idea. It looks cute in this game too. Then again, I have no way to get him a champ though, so it wouldn't really make much sense. Geodude. Nope. But I'm just trying to level up before I go to the gym. I know that Misty's not going to be easy. And the thing is, like, I feel like I'm under-leveled. I always feel like I'm under-leveled in these ROM hacks. I don't know whether they increase the difficulty on purpose, or if they change the levels, or maybe, like I said, this is just Fire Red and Leaf Green in general, because I haven't played it, so I don't know what the level difference is from the first game. All I know is that in the first game, I was able to just breeze by these areas, and now all of a sudden I can't. So, you know, it's just like, all of a sudden I'm having trouble. So, I do want to make some progress. Onyx looks weird. He kind of looks kind of derpy. Steelix is a really good Pokemon. I wish Steelix was, you know, stronger, I guess. Steelix is a good Pokemon, but I wish Steelix had more to offer. I wish Steelix had a Mega Form. I saw a really awesome Mega Form, like, interpretation of what a Steelix would look like. It's pretty kick-ass, not gonna lie. Let's see. Although Megaforms are becoming too much of a thing. For me, Megaforms are becoming too much of a thing. I'm not really fond of them. I don't really use them. I used them a lot in X and Y just because they were new, and I thought they were interesting. And up there, my computer goes again, derping out on me. You know, I thought that the Megaforms were kind of cool at first, but then after a while I just kind of used them out of what I thought was an obligation to use them just because they were there. And I kind of like the abilities that some of them had, but really barely anything on my party had a Mega Form. I think the only thing in my party that had a Mega Form was my Lucario and my Charizard. You know, like the two things that you automatically get a Mega Form for. So, please computer, cool down. Stop going derpy on me. Oh, I can change Pokemon. But no, like, literally, so, and then when I get to, you know, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, yeah, okay, so you get the Mega Form for your starter. I didn't really use my starter. I did not use my starter hardly ever. I actually led my party with a Mightyena the whole time. You know, so it's one of those things where Mega Forms for me are just not useful at all. And of course I got the Beldum from the mystery gift, so it came with its Mega Stone or whatever. But honestly, I could have gone without it. I think I only used my Blaziken's Mega Form so I can have it in the Pokedex. And honestly, other than that, I've only used it one other time, and that's to survive. There we go. Now my computer, cool, calm down. Good job, Bolton. Oh, FYI, my Pikachus are always nicknamed Bolton. I don't know why, they just are. It doesn't matter if it's a girl or a boy, it's always Bolton. It's been that way ever since I was a kid. I have no idea. This took me to a great party on SSN, blah blah blah. Dad took me. Okay, Dad took me to a great party on SSN. Really, I'm just interested in people that, like, don't recognize my character and are like, who the hell are you? That's the only thing I'm interested in this game. Sounds bad, but it's true. I might be at least level 24 by the time I get home. I'm looking to be at least level 25 before I challenge Misty. Hi, my boyfriend's so cool, blah blah blah. There's always that one person in a Pokemon game that's like, my boyfriend's like the most awesomest person in the world. There's nothing wrong with thinking your boyfriend's awesome, people. Like, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. But at the same time, yeah. You better hope that your boyfriend's willing to back up that claim that he's the most awesome in the world. Just saying. I wonder if I made a ROM hack, would it be like, okay, so actually, this is gonna sound kind of weird. Not really weird, but, so anyways, there are ways, obviously, to make your own hacks of Pokemon, blah blah blah. And you can make your own worlds, you can make your own maps, you can even have fake Mon, stuff like that. And it's not like it is hard, it is time consuming, but it can be done. So anyways, I had an idea, or my friend actually had an idea for a hack that he wanted to do, and we kind of took up this project together that I should have been working on, but I haven't been working on it. But literally, like, he came up with this really good idea about the children of Red and Gold. And it was actually pretty nifty, like, and so basically this is like, the children of Red and Gold, they somehow become rivals, you know, they end up meeting each other, deciding that they're the only ones that are really good to be rivals for each other, blah blah blah. And, you know, so you have two different versions of the same hack. One hack follows Red's child, and the other hack follows Gold's child, and then, like I said, they meet up, they're rivals, and depending on which version you play depends on the story that plays out. Because as Red's child, you're constantly living in the shadow of your father, and people are saying that your father did not beat Gold at Mount Silver, so you're trying to kind of change people's minds. You're trying to, you know, clear your father's name, that he did indeed climb Mount Silver, he did make it to the top, and he did beat Gold, you know, kind of thing. And so you're trying to kind of fix that issue. And then as Gold's child, people are saying that, you know, your dad was defeated on Mount Silver by Red, and you're trying to prove that that's, you know, not true. So basically, you know, if you play as Red's child, you prove that Red defeated Gold on Mount Silver. And if you play as Gold's child, you prove that Gold defeated Red in Mount Silver, kind of thing. And it's a really interesting story. Like I said, you kind of, we still have to work out the kinks, obviously. There's a buddy system, very similar to, Black and White, where you have two different rivals. Pretty much, actually, it's a lot like Platinum. Yeah, Platinum and then Black and White and stuff, where you have two different rivals. Obviously, you have, the one that picks whatever starter is opposite yours as far as a weakness, and then you get the one that has, super effective against you, the one that's not as effective against you, to help you level up. As you're transferring over worlds, you meet up with Red's kid or Gold's kid. I don't know. And there's like this part where if you're playing as Gold's kid, you are led to Red's child via a Celebi. Like, Celebi is what leads you to Red's kid, because you're following it. And then if you're Red's kid, it's a Mew that you're chasing after, which has you run into Gold's kid. So I don't know. It's not that it's like super complicated. It's just we're still working out the kinks. We're still trying to figure it out. We still need to do scripting. We need to figure out a map. Obviously, it's going to use the gold and silver map, but we're trying to make it more like heart gold and soul silver. I don't know if at all possible. Trying to figure out like who's going to go where, who's going to say what, blah blah blah. I need cut for that now. Fight me. But yeah, so that's pretty much what we're doing. Like, honestly, ROM hacks, they're so amazing. For anybody that loves Pokemon, ROM hacks are really, really fun. Just because it does give you that different side of Pokemon. It does give you that different story. Because the thing is like, yeah, you have the main heroes and the main series, but it's pretty much always the same thing, different story, different day. But ROM hacks, they're really unique. They can be violent. They can be sad. They can be all these things that the main Pokemon series can't be. You don't see things really, Pokemon really dying. You don't see all these things. I think the first time a Pokemon game had been really sad was X and Y. Where the guy, a war killed all those Pokemon kind of thing, and it was because he was sucking the souls out of them just to bring his partner back to life. Like, that was the first time it had ever gotten really freaking crazy, at least to me. My friend has many cute Pokemon, I'm so jealous. So, like, I don't know, so that was the only time a Pokemon game got crazy, but, you have ROM hacks like this one, you have ROM hacks like Snakewood, you have all these things, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I think you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. ROM hacks are unique. Plus, like, ROM hacks also have different Pokemon, too, so, you get to see other people's creations, how they would interpret this world. So, I don't know, it's just always really fun, it's really nifty. Yes. Yeah, I was trying to level up my Pikachu since, I don't know whether or not my Ivysaur is going to be able to make it through the entirety of the gym, and I'd like to have an electric type that can help me out with this. Plus, when I do run into those pesky bird Pokemon, flying types. Gosh, yes. Go ahead and send that ticket. I think my Pokemon levels are coming along nicely. I don't know. I think when I was replaying my red version, I felt like, not that I was over-leveled, I actually felt like I was under-leveled until I got to the E4, and then I beat every E4 person with like a level 50-some Pokemon. So I don't know. Like, part of me felt like I was under-leveled, but then the rest of me was like, nah, I'm actually fine. It's a famous date spot. Misty, the gym leader, has high hopes of this place. Hello, are you here alone? If you're out at Cerulean's Cave, well, it should be as a couple. Well, sorry, my girlfriend's at work right now. Hi. Hiya, I'm a Pokemon. No, I'm not. Call me Bill. I'm a true blue Pokemaniac. Hey, what's with that skeptical look? I'm not joshing you, pal. I screwed up an experiment and got combined with a Pokemon. How about it? Help me out here. Wait till I get inside the teleporter. When I do, go to my PC and run the cell separation system. Yep. Red initiated the teleporter cell separator, just like he did. Yeah, thanks bud, I owe you one. So did you come to see my Pokemon collection? You didn't? That's a bummer. He always humored me. I got to thank you. Oh here, maybe this'll do. SS ticket. That cruise ship SS Anne is in Vermilion City. I hear there are lots of trainers on board too. They invited me to their party, but I can't stand fancy dues. Why don't you go instead of me? Go on and have a good time. I guess we can't look at his Pokemon anymore. Interesting. Okay, so I officially got the SS Anne ticket. Oh my god. Save. I haven't saved in a while. That was probably stupid of me. But no, like, okay. So, there are people that know that you're not red, but they're not mad at that fact. They're not angry that you're not red. They're actually just like, well, you know, he did this and he did this. But yeah, but really there's no, like, real damage done to them. They're just like, oh, you're not him, but hey, you know, here, have this, blah, blah, blah. They kind of understand that you're part of the story, you're just different. So they're okay with it. But then you have people like your rival that are just like, how dare you, this is our story! And then you have people like, you know, the nurses that are like, please don't come back. Aw, hell, I know I've been recording for a while, but let's just try this gym. I just want to try it. Whoa, this looks fucking weird. Can I actually get down via the ladders and swim? No. It just looks fucking awful. Splash. First up, let's do it. At least the water had waves. I understand it's a pool, but these swimmers aren't even swimming. Like, is this really what it looks like in Fire Red Leaf Green? Like, that's kind of bad, not gonna lie. Badoosh. I can't believe Razor Leaf only does 55 and that Vine Leaf only does like 35. I guess I just never knew how weak they really were. Ba-do-do-do. I need a water type. I'm not sure what water type I want in this game. That's what I always had to worry about too, is just because, I mean, you have variety, you do, it's just, I just never knew which one I wanted. I could have a Gyarados. That would work. What? You don't have this badge? I'm more than good enough for you. Misty won't have to be bothered. Of course I don't have this badge. I'm looking to get this badge. Like, why else would I be there? What? You don't have this badge? No, I don't have this badge. That's why I'm here, dipshit. Screw your Goldeen. Like I said, my strategy for gym leaders is you have to see what level the other people have their Pokemon. Like 19. Okay, so this girl has 19, which means you have to assume that Misty's Pokemon is anywhere between 4 and 5 levels above what she has. Which means 5 levels, which means her highest could be anywhere from 23 to 24. Huh? You look familiar. Only those trainers who have a policy about Pokemon can turn pro. What is your approach when you catch and train Pokemon? My policy is an all-out offensive with water-type Pokemon. Blah, blah, blah. All-out offensive, which means no strategy. Like me. In Staryu also a Psychic type, or does it not turn into a Psychic type until it turns into Starmie? Whatever. Level 21, not bad. Might have to use Leech Seed on this one. Yep, I knew it. And that's okay. Starmie seated. Ha 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 ha. Ow. And then my Leech Seed from this will take care of the rest. Oh, never mind, I don't even have to do that. And now I'm level 26 to boot. Nice! Buddy grew to level 26. Wow, you're too much. Alright, you can have the Cascade Badge to show you beat me. The Cascade Badge makes all Pokemon up to level 30 obey. That includes even outsiders you got in trades. There's more. You can now use Cut anytime you want out of battle. You can cut down small trees to open up new pathways. You can also have my favorite TM. Which is what? It teaches water pulse. Use it on an aquatic Pokemon. Okay. So Misty didn't really say much. Brock said more about who you were, but yeah. Actually, I want to talk to the guy in the thingy. I want to talk to him. You beat Misty. See what I tell you. You and me, kid, we make a pretty darn good team. Okay, he didn't say much. I wonder... Actually... Hold on. Winning trainers, red, green, and red. Okay, yeah, I was wondering if those said anything. So yeah, red, green, and red. Huh. So you are someone different. See, I originally had my trainer named Sam, but then they're like, you're not him. And it's like, okay, well, I was named Sam, so I don't know, I felt like it didn't mix. Actually, if you watch my first episode, I chose a girl, because I didn't know what was supposed to happen. And then when I realized that you were supposed to be a red clone, and they're like, you look just like him, I was like, I'm a female. So obviously that doesn't really work. It's times like these when you know, the ROM hacker should have realized that, okay, you're trying to portray red, and people are trying to tell you that you're not him, so they probably shouldn't give you the opportunity to choose a female character. That's something that they could take out of the ROM entirely if they wanted to. Otherwise, you kind of just ruin the story for yourself. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here, because we did get the second gym badge. I really didn't expect to get it in this episode. I kind of drug it out a lot longer than what I was going to. But I'm glad I did, because, yeah, that's one more badge in the bag for me. But, anyways, this is basically, things are starting to kind of pick up with people noticing who you are and that you're not red, and the dialogues are starting to get a little bit more interesting. Obviously, the more we run into our rival, the more dramatic it's gonna get. So hopefully, I'm hoping that this picks up. Like I said, the only reason I stopped playing it was because for a while it became kind of boring. It kind of seemed like the same old, and yeah. But anyways, you know the drill, basically. By this point, if you've seen any of my other videos, go ahead, hit like if you like this video, and if you want to see more, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. Let me know anything that I might need to know, like if I'm missing anything in the story so far. If there is actually a written story about this, that'd be kind of cool. I'd like to read it. If I'm missing any items, obviously stuff that I have to cut down trees in order to get, I haven't gotten that yet. And yeah, just anything in general, something I might need in the future, like if the levels are higher, or if there is an extra challenge in here, feel free to let me know. And, yeah, I guess until the next one, this has been Samatari playing False Red, and I'm out, and I'll talk to you all later. So, ciao, you guys.